Urban Therapy with Sun752. This is your daily go-getterism number 356 for September 24th, 2015. So, today, we're going to talk about giving people second and third chances, second, third, fourth chances. I guess it really all depends on how you feel about the person, or what you feel like they may have done to you, for you, against you, or whatever, that will determine whether you decide to give them a second chance to do something. You know, when it comes to giving people a second chance, depending on who you're talking to or the experience somebody might have had, you get a lot of differing opinions on whether you should give somebody a second chance or not. Like, you know, some people will tell you straight up and down, I don't give out second chances, so you better do really good with the first chance that I give you, or whatever. Often when I hear people talk like that, that's normally people's hurt talking or their ego talking. It's normally something speaking besides their rational thinking voice. Because if you probably check anybody and everybody's history, they have probably messed up more than once, and more than likely somebody forgave them for whatever they did. But forgiveness is one of those words. It's one of those words that has different meanings to different people. Because you may have done something to somebody, and maybe you understood the mindset that you had when you did it to them, and you may have felt really bad about doing it to them in the beginning because you knew that you were doing something really bad, but you don't know if the way that they received it was really bad. So you may be seeking forgiveness for what you've done. However, the person that you did it to may not even look at that as an offense necessary of forgiveness. So you know, it's almost like you don't want to waste your forgive points. But it depends. You know, when you have a really bad feeling in your heart, you do somebody wrong, it's pretty much easy for you to know whether you should seek out another chance with that person or those people, or whether you should keep it moving. And sometimes it is better to keep it moving than to ask for a second chance. Or it's better to keep it moving rather than to give or grant a second chance, because not everybody deserves a second chance. You know, we see that stuff on TV. You know, daytime TV, we see all that kind of stuff on court, you know, should I say, legal lawyer commercials and all kinds of schools and things like that about second chances. If somebody tries to hurt you, somebody tries to kill you, and there are more than one way to try to kill a person. Like, and what I mean by that, I don't mean like you can either stab them, or you can shoot them, or you can beat them. What I mean is, you can try to kill a person physically, or you can try to kill a person emotionally. You know, either way, it's going to have a really negative impact on that person. But there have been people who have actually been attempted, like people have attempted to kill them, or you know, there have been attempts made on their lives, and they still granted those people or that person another chance. Sometimes it might have been in the name of love, and sometimes I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. You know, we talk about domestic violence. We talk about things that happen when people are under the influence. There are a lot of things that may make you fly off the handle and do something that you probably didn't mean to do. But what happens in the case where you did mean to do it, and you just, you know, you might be pissed off that you didn't finish somebody off. But like I was saying, you know, there's more than one way to try to kill somebody. If somebody makes an attempt to try to actually end your life, your physical life, take you up off of this earth, why would you give them a chance to come back and do that again? In my mind, there's not an I'm sorry that can take care of that. There's not a thing that you can do to try to make up for that. Because in the event that they were successful in taking you out, who would they seek for forgiveness when you're not here? they would probably seek forgiveness from your family or other people who cared about you, or they would try to seek mercy from a judge or a jury. That has nothing to do with you, you know. So, you know, letting people back into your life who mean you harm, who try to put you in an unsafe condition. You know what I mean? What if they have killed you? You know, I don't want to be all morbid about this, but this happens every day to people. You know, if somebody shoots you, you know, they shoot you all up or whatever, and you don't die, but you living with a colostomy bag for the rest of your life. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You going, you know, you damage goods for, you know, for the rest of your days. You gonna let that person back in your life? Or it could be the situation where they left you with a colostomy bag for the rest of your life because you gave them a second chance. You know, when it comes to killing somebody emotionally, why would you let somebody? If somebody really, okay, let me put it this way: in arguments and fights amongst people who love each other or are well acquainted with each other, people say mean things to people all the time. But once again, it's the thought behind that, it's the feelings behind that determine whether you should grant somebody another chance at that or not. I mean, another chance into your life or not. Because if somebody tells you you ain't shit, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're fat, you're worthless, ain't nobody ever gonna want you, I'm the only one who's gonna want you. Of course, you can rationalize that. Well, they're only saying that because they don't want anybody else to have me and blah 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 blah. But when you couple that type of emotional abuse, that type of verbal abuse, and you put the physical behind it, so somebody's going to make you undesirable for other people, you gonna let that person back into your life? Now, I'm not, you know, this is not an indictment on anybody. I'm not trying to tell anybody, you know, not to practice forgiveness. We know that various holy books say that you're supposed to live with mercy and you're supposed to practice forgiveness. You know. However, there are also verses in every holy book that says, no, you ain't got to put up with this bullshit. I mean, you read one verse, read another verse. You found one thing to support your argument, you'll also find other things that go against it. So you have to you got to live your life in real time. You have to do what's best for you. And if somebody is trying to harm you, somebody's trying to kill you, I don't think that you should give them a second or third chance. I mean, really, I don't think they should have got the first chance. But that's easy to say, Monday morning quarterback style, right? But if your Monday morning quarterback is, you know, has you lying up in a hospital or going to a psych ward, you with 302 on yourself. Well, no, you can't 302 yourself, but you can 201 yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know. So we don't want to go there. It's not a good thing. You know, in situations where you really do believe that somebody has your best interest at heart, and maybe it was something that you've done to upset them to the point where they had to defend themselves verbally against you, or even physically against you. That's different. See, there's a big difference between being on offense and being on defense. There's a really, really big difference between that, and we have to respect those differences. So, I guess what I'm really trying to convey in this short is that, you know, once again, we have to live our lives in real time, but we have to make decisions all during that real time in our lives. And the decisions that we make are going to make us or break us. It's going to either, you know, make us very successful in the long run, or it's going to have us going back and regretting things that we've done, trying to do do-overs, which is sort of like second chances. And really, why would you want a second chance at failure? Because if you don't really learn from the mistakes that you make, if you don't really evaluate the things that you've done that led up to a failure, then, you know, it's just like the old saying goes, those who forget their history are doomed to repeat it. Well, we don't have to say it that way. We can say it in ways that we can really understand what we're saying. You do some stupid shit because you didn't understand some shit. That same shit is going to come back and bite you in your ass. How about that? So, look, y'all, Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And listen, when you really believe that somebody has your best interest at heart, and you know that the relationship that you have had with them has been tested through time, and you really believe in that person, you think that person really believes in you, yeah, those are probably areas in which a second chance is warranted. Maybe you should grant that second chance, maybe third chance. I mean, people be messing up. I've messed up plenty of times in my life. I've been given second chances. However, I ain't trying to kill nobody. so, so you gotta be, you have to, from your actions, from the things that you've been through, your trials and tribulations, you have to gain wisdom from those things. And if you gain wisdom from those things, well, let me put it this way. We've all done some things knowingly that we shouldn't be doing them. Not necessarily committing crimes and things like that, but we've aided and abetted some things by other people knowing that we shouldn't do it. Knowing, you know what I mean? One of the things I say a lot is, what good could come out of this? And there have been plenty of times I've said that while I was doing it. So it was like, roll the dice. I'm still here, but it ain't have to be that way. And it probably didn't have to be that way for you either. So we all have to learn. We all have to get better, and we all have to respect this process called life and act like we've been around the block a couple of times. Make better decisions. And, look, we can't be dummies all our lives. Think about it. You know what I mean? There are plenty of us who are grown who make crazy excuses. Well, you only live once. YOLO. Guess what? You only die once, too. But depends on how you look at dying, because existentially, you can die many times and take on a new life form, depending on what you consider death, because death is the passage of one life into another life, and we ain't got to get into that right now. But look, this is what we do need to get into. The Urban Therapy with Son Take the Fall event is this Saturday, September 26th, 10 a.m., Wissahickon Avenue and Rittenhouse Street. That's where we're going to meet. But we're going to walk up in the woods. We've already done this 3 times. This many. And we're going to do it again. So, I want y'all to come down and be a part of this. Philadelphia is under siege. It was martial law. The Pope is coming to town, no father. And he's not shutting down the city, but the city has been shut down. It's a governmental shutdown. They're checking people's bags. You can't even drive in the city. You can't even ride a bike freely. Come on, man. So we trying to get away from all of that old craziness. We going out in the woods. We going to get our exercise on. We going to get a nice little nature hike, but it's going to be a nice strenuous one. So we going to be, stomping and climbing and grabbing and, you know what I mean? It's going to be live. It's already been live. This is the 4th one. So, I want y'all to come out and be a part of this. This Saturday, September 26th, come on out. Wissahickon Avenue, Rittenhouse Street. You know what I mean? Meet some people. We got free water. Plus, you just going to have, trust me, you're going to have a ball. Man, that was whether the city had been shut down or not. But we still open. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully I'll holler at y'all on Saturday. Y'all have a good night. And I'll holler back. What's this shit? Alright? Yeah. Peace.